time we'll be taking a look from the Marvel Legends Toy Biz Series 1, the Hulk. Hulk first appears in Incredible Hulk number 1 in 1962. Taking a look at the figure, this figure comes with one accessory, his little wall, broken through wall, 2 pegs on it, and as well as hanging places for nails or thumbtacks. You can mount this on the wall. He is kind of big to put just on the base here, but it does work. Looking at the other figures in this wave, you see there Captain America, Iron Man, and the Toad. The sculpt for this guy is alright. He's riddled with these popping veins, and he's very muscular. I like the way his pants, purple pants, of course, this being the Hulk, are sculpted. They got rips in the knees and are tattered and torn at the edges. At the time when this came out, I was very happy with the face sculpt, but right now I don't particularly like it. Probably the best Hulk sculpt would be the Marvel Select Hulk, which I do not have, but I've seen in stores. Paint-wise, he's pretty good. The green, it's a little bit darker than I would like for the Hulk, but it's not too bad. There is one thing I have to say, that my figure has got, he used to have yellow and black paint all over. I've scraped away a lot of the yellow, but you can see some of the black is still around there, and you can kind of see the yellow on his arms. Oh yeah, the back of the feet here, right there. You can see that. So most of it is gone now, so it looks pretty good. But when I got it, there was more on that, and I had to tidy it up a little bit. Now, one other curious thing is that you may not be able to tell here, but he has actually got a sculpted tongue, which they've painted black. That was just a bizarre choice. You really don't even notice it until the light hits it at just the right spot. In addition to his broken up wall, he comes with a reprint of Incredible Hulk number 314, a John Byrne issue, I believe. For articulation, he's got head joint right here, as well as a separate neck joint for up and down. So that's pretty cool. Although I can't tell if you notice, mine has developed a crack just recently. I noticed that. He has the additional joints that increase, the forward and rear movement of his arms, and he can do the patented Hulk clap, which is kind of cool. But if you notice from the back, they really open things up to the figure, where you can put your whole finger in there. So that's a huge gap. And they would refine this with later figures. So you've also got to keep in mind that this is the first wave of Marvel Legends. He does have this kind of ab articulation, but it's very slight. Waist articulation, very loose. Sort of has a little bobble effect there. His legs just go forward and back. They don't go out and in. They do rotate at the thigh. They bend at the knee, just one joint, and bend at the ankle, as well as having an ankle pivot. Very nice ankle pivot. And that really aids in posing and keeping this guy standing, because he is a pretty big figure. He does weigh a lot, so it's nice that they have the pivot to give him that extra bit of articulation. Now his arms just have an elbow joint, one elbow joint, and rotate at the wrist. Now his hands, there were several different versions of the Hulk. The initial Hulk had bendy hands. This was the second version, which they issued when the wires in the fingers started breaking through the plastic. So they just, in a running change, I guess you'd say, they just removed the wires, and he has just plain rubber hands. And eventually these were replaced with the normal Legends hard plastic with fingers, all four fingers on one hinge. I would have preferred the bendy fingers. Sorry. This is the one that I got. Scientist Bruce Banner was irradiated by gamma radiation while saving a teen, Rick Jones, from the blast of the bomb that he, Bruce Banner, had created. Somehow he survived, but he was changed, becoming a brutish being of incredible strength and toughness. Initially, this change happened only at night, but then progressed to times of extreme stress or anger. He sought a cure, hiding his secret alter ego, now known as the Incredible Hulk. The only other person that knew Banner and the Hulk were the same was Rick Jones, who had felt responsible for aided Banner in his search for a cure, and to curtail the rage of the Hulk because of his involvement in the creation of the Hulk. His girlfriend's father, General Thunderbolt Ross, sought to either harness the Hulk's power as a weapon and or destroy the threat the Hulk posed to the world at large. Banner's level of control over the Hulk fluctuates from time to time, from being a pure savage beast to a childlike intellect, to having sometimes full use of the Hulk's strength with Banner's incredible intelligence. For a time, the Hulk was even separated from Banner, and they existed simultaneously as both Banner and the Hulk. However, this was short-lived. It actually resulted in the creation of a third personality of the Hulk, known as Mr. Fix-It. Became a Vegas enforcer, gangster-type person, or persona. Or that personality became merged with the other two and incorporated Banner's intelligence. And you get what is known as Professor Hulk. During that time, Professor Hulk joins this secret organization created with the nebulous goal to end all wars, and that's the Pantheon. Of course, I'm talking about a lot of stuff from the Peter David run of the Hulk, which is just a great run of Hulk stories. Some nice artistic talent there. The Hulk kind of went on the outs for a while until Planet Hulk, where the Hulk was shot into space by the Illuminati, the so-called intelligentsia of the Marvel Universe. He was shot into space as to eliminate the threat he posed to the Earth, and landed on a strange planet where he became a gladiator and eventually the ruler of the planet. And that led into the World War Hulk storyline, where the Hulk came back looking for revenge against the people who had threw him into space, and he thought that were responsible for the death of his wife or concubine on that planet. I have not read a lot of the World War Hulk's storyline, or whatever they're calling that storyline, where there's Red Hulk, there's Green Hulk, there's Blue Hulk, there's A-Bomb, there's all this sort of silly and crazy stuff, and it's all brought to you by Jeff Loeb, and sort of zany, silly stuff, which I don't particularly like. So anyway, that's pretty much the Hulk and what he's doing now. Just inside, he is a founding member of both the Avengers and the Defenders. So, interesting to note that. So, that's my review for Hulk. Stay tuned for my next review. Until then, see ya.